What is about marriage? Just last week, Mr. Boachi, and a lady Bia, yes, you are working. There be our Tumrika, near Man of Medals. Tinansaya Kra, Wakojibi by. Whilst the world was celebrating her, emotionally, she was a dead woman. I'm preaching about marriage. If you are singing about Kenya woman, so what to me, what they can, Yaman medals, what to me, so that is how marriage has become. Most of the time, when we see marriages on the outward, we magnify and glorify it. But most people are not happy in marriages. And what do you say, medals, and what do you call Kenya? What do you read if you say, your teaching, now say just 1 week ago, Nikwa Tate now Bonano, Janiope, and a carbon no woo. And you know me, Bekanchiro said, if marriage cannot make you, it will make you. Sa to away, Yantumbi can't pray Uncle Samo. I am to was here. Now, if you listen to societal pressure, you will enter into something that will kill you premature. Now the one say, "Nia woman pressure say kauna wadio na wo ye nyini wo ya babrewa ufie die wanya fibrodo wa wonteba we nyame ya dom na ware ne chia." The same people talk about it and say na nsoso wo pre eti say ye na wo kompaibo na wo bompa ye say nyame mami kunu mami awade mami yira na me catch ro say apart from the prayer watch, because whoever you choose determine who you become. Number one, what is marriage? Marriage is the blending of two hearts in love. First scripture will be taken from Genesis chapter 2 verse 18, and second scripture Proverbs chapter 18 verse 22. Say, because our dear is when two people, their hearts are blended together. Then I am saying, say, so what blender? Now I am moko, jende, and in toast afrada. So when we are. Now you catch those say you toast, how to be in toast. Once the blender has done its work, it's hard to separate. In other words, when you are married to somebody, it means that the two hearts are blended together and it cannot be separated. And until now, when you fall in love, you're too for cry, you can't listen. Why? Number one, because your heart is blended with the heart of somebody. It is connected. Ladies and gentlemen, when you are a virgin, you break you virgin. Sometimes, some way, somehow. Even when you are able to date men, sometimes you can't forget the one who broke your virginity. Marriage is what balances a man's life to make him better or to make him worse. Marriage is what makes a woman better or makes her worse. Eh? When you are saying that sometimes you are so happy, you are so excited, suddenly, oh warrior, you are broken into pieces. Yeah, let me say this. Your dreams can be shattered because of marriage. Your personality as a person can change because of marriage. Am I blessing somebody? Yeah. Because I can't see any. So, number one, marriage is when two hearts, two individuals, their hearts are blended together. Number two, talking about marriage tonight, this evening, or this morning, depending on where you are. Marriage is the blending of two souls joined together. That scripture will be taken from 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 15 to 17. We are not only talking about the ceremony, the wedding. The day you had the wedding was a ceremony. But spiritually, once we exchange the vow, two souls are joined together. Hey, are you here? Yes. So number one, in terms of bodily, our hearts are joined. And in terms of spiritual, our souls are joined. Now, here, Yakuma ediafra. Yakra yemienu yenyapam. Can you separate it so easily? Enutina nanka in the Garden of Eden. In the original plan of God, Nanka Wadia is meant for virgins. Why? Because whoever you have sex with, you have a spiritual soul tie with the person. Can be a virgin. Oh, a virgin. Yes, that is the first soul tie. The first covenant, soul to soul, that we create. But yay! I said, am I blessing somebody? So number one, understand that two hearts joined together and then two persons with souls join together. You see, when we marry, we do sex because sex binds two souls together. Like I said, sex was created by God to be experienced and enjoyed within marriage. Marriage is the blending of two lives who grew up in a different location. Number one, different environment. Number two, from different schools. Number three, had different backgrounds, different relationships, different parents, and then different principles and value. Different location. Where I stand, where I am coming from, my location can affect how I behave. Now, if you don't understand marriage, number one, two different people from two locations. Master, our dear want to me, no ejai. Because I didn't know, subai no, niye no, school no, papa ni ma mentity ye different. Et who wadia, kai se DY Donkoh one tesawo. Who wadia, kai se Mabel Ashi one tesawo. Who wadia, kai se Charles Benjamin Kosa one tesawo. Remember that there is a work to do. Listen, it doesn't matter who God brings on your way. There is still a work that must be done on the person. There is nothing we call a perfect person. Now, Adam Eve crying, I mean the ball. The woman happens to be suitable for the man. God told the man that take care of the garden, including the woman I've entrusted into your hands. It means that anything God gives you, you need to be a caretaker. Am I blessing somebody? Now, so what to me show will be basu and I dream your juma man what TV remote control that. Nanajua, over to me for remote control na mami. On this show you say, na me no one the bang. And we are some phone. O say an alpha mami anaya day. O say now so far anaya day. Me see our dear. Pass my super ni some phone day. Because our dear some phone. Any asuma. One what that you say no way. I out there. O say baby I would down we are comfortable. O nya ya sorry. O be sorry me. O bet me you so fridge mama. O say me so dem. I was afraid, you say, na say o kitchen ho. I say my share am peso you mama what? Eti me say, unya ready na ya dai. E say say wade ya suma. Ana wade so ya yale form yenu a, ye pese, ye say ya wo ya de na ye trefie bakum. They make am efeni agro. Me can trim wasere, but I'm telling you that marriage is not something to be played with. Something to be toyed with. Something to just go about with. And nothing to make culture say, "Wobi se wo pa ye." Na san odi ka wa be show no. Analyze yourself. Check yourself well and see if you are fit. If you cannot deal with emotional trauma, don't marry. So we are bia. Wa come to me kwasi asemwa. If you don't have a heart to accommodate the other party, don't marry. Who come branch 6 months? What broken 4 times? Edu baby create to me for 2 days now on 5. And we have no. Our dear so block you crowd was done. I can't go baby. Allah Akbar. Bismillah. Watching proud blocking only one at least. A man with tension here relief kakra. At least only ara. Where who blocking about your cocoa de baba? At the Anibiano. Said the Anibe. What will be scarce on your diani? Or some mate. No appear no cotton or Kunu Sabetron. No a dinner pump nation also. No, see you're not sure. See, so a block will be no sign 1990 this is a na edua na jua wasamba say number 2 say plancha frustrate you marriage and frustrate you go mad. Yeah, that's in your quiet you have you to me fundament ye oh that man an here na plancha cry 3 years when Jaya breaking up 4 times woman. What? Hey, and branch you breaking 4. Marriage will be divorce 5. As some America was saying, well, yeah, you can't divorce. It's not when you go to court. Divorce is when you are sick and tired in your heart, yet the other party doesn't know you are tired. That is divorce. Me mouth sit down and the answer be what? Now some know can say awadia bebregu akumem. But any so sex ni dia yabeye enkwala yabewo. But ba akoma ekọ. Eti eni na me ka say akoma mienu. Kabo mu. Akra sauce mienu. Kabo mu no. The truth is that if you don't take care, these things can be broken without you knowing. Misi uni akoma me ware. Yes, I be better. Na shadia yani say we are better na ba ko ne better. We are so bitter. Ade ne why he baba ko ne better. Now everybody listen. No matter how strong spiritually you are, if you don't have a plan for your marital life, you have already failed before the marriage. Imagine God did not have a plan in creating the heaven and the earth. Even with the plan of God, he created and brought light out of darkness. Me say, Uber wade. Now to be mre, es ma wade wedding mission say, atade mission say, wedding de minyani pa 20, aduani omu bedidi. Hey, na bright. O to be shisha wedding. Eya o shisha wedding. Ka say o shisha wedding because awade kwan watching wedding. Your marriage is your life. If you don't marry the right person, you cannot manage yourself. Why? Because your marriage is your life. Ni awoko fa na wade no e na kire abraba bebo so be kokan so won kokan so wo be ka ba bia wo gina who you marry matters. Your marriage is your life. Don't just walk around to accept just anybody's proposal. Why? Because whoever I choose determine the kind of life I live. Oh dama you go for bema ombo branko anymore wo waka hwam ye wo ye wo ba wo ye adwumaden den yefo when you den say now you obi a wo ye forceful who push say na bema wo go fa no onye enlightened when you obi a na adwuma bia me say wo o ma wo nko. Why? Because then he becomes a burden. And then because a marriage is your life so nyame adom na wonya bema power ba pa they push you to become. Hey, let me tell you, there are people who are making it not because they are forceful. Their marriage life is making them to be. And there are people who are failing, and they are failing very, very well because of who they marry. Ladies and gentlemen, number one thing you need to know about marriage is that number one, your marriage is your life. So don't take risk. Look at neighbor and say, don't take risk. And your single one, 2310. Cha-cha. Lotto. Samson did not become who he was destined to become because of Delilah. Your marriage life will either increase you or reduce you. Hey, to me sure baby when you BP, na the swat, na wa phone, na ya dia bono. Ubisana said dia, semi kun set semi reduction. And my baby and your BP because of how their husbands are treating them. What's me boy? And towada. And remember baby a stroke. Because of how their wives are treating them. May see your marriage life will either increase you or reduce you. I have seen men who were very rich. Today, they are reduced to nothing. Reduction account. Because of the wife you have. Or the wife you had. Or who you choose or you chose as a wife. Ladies and gentlemen, if you choose a wrong meat, you'll be reduced or you will increase. Behind every successful, there is a, that means when you see a man progressing, there is a woman giving him peace. When you see a man who is never progressing, there is a woman giving her pieces. Your marriage life will make you a happy person or a sad person. Donkoh! Now I caught na kuntafi. Let me tell you something. I'll shoot your sister, I'm telling you. And I'm saying, you can't shoot. If you shoot, we see what you do. Or if you're not the feel or tam peso. And I'll call you, not the Yiri Jinaka, pay, Monte. Yet, Kromwa, not easily gone. So you're here, Aqua said it. On the hey. And I want you to start to come Drogo. And also want you. Ladies and gentlemen, when your husband or your wife becomes a threat, walk out. Not judge Jimmy na Dawson. Etubo se kroba o ma minim sani ba no ya bunu ye obre ye threaten no bunu nanim nyina so so ni bi so uja wade na enum guasema society esa ye guasema papa no maame because omo nim se ye nyina ye church elders and deacons eti maame ne papa no o manum onyam Anyone with debia in society is more important to them than the life of their daughter and their sons. Am I blessing somebody? Lady Yanamika Kenya, who said you may you sure. She kept complaining to few people, and they would go like, Kosobon Pai, Onyamene Hen, or Hiakoma, Edanyamisem, at the says you, baby, our penno, and not done it to all. 2 million I and Lydia, or Yanoma quoting Quasia quotation, Nebuka Nezampo, Onyamissan Akoma, then I am to me, poor impo, oh, chimpa, I started board, oh, Chaya. Now Bibusa said, ring! And then I if it is no, trust me, in every relationship, when the guy becomes a threat, walk out. Or the son, no, say I. Nana Yajima. I do it. I could suffer from Pumajawa. Ni a lunch, ni a dinner, ni a dia preparation, na fire yem, ni a pong. Boss say, ya wadi we are na kwa nasa start subana. If somebody will not change in courtship, nothing will make them change in marriage. In fact, marriage is an add up, not a subtraction. I'm speaking this to you. When somebody does not change in courtship, when they marry, they add up. It will take only divine grace to manage the gentleman or the lady. I'm telling you. It does help. It is either your marriage will make you happy or make you sad. Your marriage can complete your life or complicate your life. It completes you. It makes you feel good. It makes you feel good of yourself. Am I blessing somebody? You feel like you're already in heaven. Now listen, the man might not be perfect, but as long as he's good, they make you feel good. Your marriage can complete you or complicate you.